That $50 purchase didn't really cost you $50. The real price is something almost nobody bothers to calculate. And once you see it clearly, you will never look at an impulse buy the same way again. By the end of this video, you'll have a single question that can quietly add tens of thousands of dollars to your future without you earning a single extra dollar. Let's decode it. Here's why this matters right now. Most of us measure a purchase by its sticker price. The number on the tag feels like the whole story. You can afford it, so you buy it. But that number is only the beginning of what the purchase actually takes from you. The true cost is hidden in time, in what that money could have become if you had let it grow instead. Miss this, and you can spend years feeling responsible and careful with money while quietly handing your future away, $50 at a time. Let's start with a simple idea economists call opportunity cost. Every dollar you spend is a dollar you can't do anything else with. It can't be saved, it can't be invested, it can't grow. So the real price of any purchase isn't just the cash that leaves your wallet. It's everything that cash could have turned into if you'd kept it working for you. That $50 isn't simply gone. Gone with it is the future version of that $50. The larger amount it might have grown into over the next 10, 20, or 30 years. When you spend, you're not only paying today's price, you're quietly paying with tomorrow's growth, and tomorrow never sends you the bill, so you never notice. And tomorrow's version is far bigger than most people guess. This is where compounding enters the picture. At long-term historical market returns, invested money has roughly doubled about every decade or so. That's not a promise. Markets rise and fall and nothing is guaranteed, but as a rough illustration, it's powerful. Picture that $50 invested instead of spent. In about 10 years, it might become around 100. In 20 years, somewhere near 200. In 30, it could be several times what you started with. One small purchase, left alone, can quietly turn into a meaningful piece of money. Now scale it up because this is where it gets serious. Imagine an ordinary $100 a week impulse habit. A few unplanned buys you won't even remember by next month. Over a working lifetime, that small, forgettable leak can quietly cost you tens of thousands of dollars in future wealth. Not because the purchases were huge. None of them felt like a big deal in the moment. It adds up because each one switched off a little bit of money that would otherwise have kept growing for decades. The damage isn't in any single purchase. It's in the pattern, repeated, multiplied by time. Now let's be clear about what this is not. This is not a guilt trip. It is not an argument that you should never enjoy your money, never eat out, never take the trip, never buy the thing that genuinely lights you up. Money exists to be used, and a life of pure deprivation isn't wealth. It's just a different kind of poverty. The goal was never to spend nothing. The goal is to spend deliberately. The things you truly value are worth every dollar because the joy or the use you get from them is real and it lasts. That spending isn't the leak. The leak is the autopilot spending, the purchases you make out of boredom, stress, habit, or a one-click checkout that's been carefully engineered to feel effortless. It's the stuff you grab without thinking and won't remember in a week. That's the spending that's quietly trading your future for a shrug. And here's the encouraging part. When you cut it, you lose almost nothing you actually care about. You're not removing joy from your life. You're removing the purchases that were never really bringing you joy in the first place and handing that money to your future self instead. So here's the tool that makes this simple. Before any non-essential purchase, pause and ask yourself one question. Is this worth more to me than what it could grow into? That's it. One question. Most of the time, the things you genuinely value will pass easily. You'll look at the price, picture the larger future amount, and still happily say yes, because it matters to you. And most of the time, the autopilot purchases will quietly fail the test. You'll catch yourself about to trade real future dollars for something you didn't actually want that much, and you'll just put it back. No willpower battle. No shame. Just a clearer view of the trade you were about to make. That single question does something quietly powerful. It redirects money away from the things you'll forget and toward a future you'll actually feel. And to make it real, give the money you save a job. Don't just leave it sitting in checking, where it tends to evaporate. Send it automatically into an investment account the moment it would have been spent, even a small, regular amount. So the dollars you rescued from autopilot actually start compounding the way we talked about. That's the whole loop. Notice the leak, ask the question, redirect the dollar, let time do the heavy lifting. And that's the real reframe. Money spent is money that stops working for you. Every dollar is like a tiny employee that can either go work for your future or be let go for good. So when you see a price tag, try seeing two numbers at once, the cost today and the much larger amount it could have quietly become. Suddenly the question stops being, can I afford this, and becomes, is this the best thing this money could ever do for me? That's the question wealthy people tend to ask, knowingly or not. And the best part is, it costs nothing, and it's available to absolutely anyone, at any income, starting today. So spend on what genuinely matters to you. Cut the autopilot stuff that doesn't, and let the difference compound into something you'll truly thank yourself for. If this changed the way you see a price tag, subscribe to Wealth Decoded. Every week we break down how money really works, with no hype and no jargon. And grab the free net worth tracker linked below. It's the simplest way to watch the money you keep start turning into the future you actually want. One quick reminder. This channel is for education only and is not financial advice, and the figures here are illustrative, not guarantees. Spend deliberately, give it time, and let the difference work for you. See you in the next one.